moral authority and whether or not the president in question pursued equal justice for all. Yet again, the top 5 were largely predictable: Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Theodore Roosevelt, and Franklin D. Roosevelt, with one surprise, Dwight D. Eisenhower. Gauging recent presidents on the basis of popularity, the media company Morning Consult in February 2017 polled registered voters, asking them to rate the best and worst presidents since World War II. The top 5? Reagan, Obama, JFK, Bill Clinton, and Donald Trump. Some of the same names appeared among the bottom 5: Trump, Obama, Nixon, George W. Bush, and Bill Clinton. It's likely that these voters made their choices based on their view of current political controversies. Most of the criteria used in these various surveys are deeply flawed. A president may have been wildly unpopular in his day and yet still have done what was good, right, and necessary. And while diversity may be a laudable goal to which to aspire, history is full of societies that were actually weakened, not strengthened, when they took in large populations of unassimilated immigrants. Nor are party leadership, communication ability, good relations with Congress, court appointments, handling of the economy, and the like necessarily indicators of a great or good president. A president may have accomplished a great deal, but if all his accomplishments took the country in the wrong direction, we would have been better off without him in the White House. New criteria are needed, or more precisely, old criteria. In fact, what is needed is the oldest criterion of all for judging the success and failure of various presidents. Were they good for America and Americans, or were they not? This is the guiding criterion that George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, and founding fathers who were not presidents, such as Alexander Hamilton, would likely use when judging the occupants of the White House up to the present day. The president's primary job is clear from the oath of office that every president recites in order to assume office, and it isn't to provide health care for illegal aliens, or to make sure that Somalia isn't riven by civil war, or to make sure America is diverse. It is simply this: I do solemnly swear, or affirm, that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States, and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So what makes a great president? Preserving, protecting, and defending the Constitution of the United States. Or to put it even more simply, a great president is one who puts America first. Nowadays, this point is hotly controverted. In Donald Trump's inaugural address on January 20th, 2017, he declared, "From this day forward, a new vision will govern our land. From this moment on, it's going to be America first. We will seek friendship and goodwill with the nations of the world, but we do so with the understanding that it is the right of all nations to put their own interests first." In response, neoconservative commentator William Crystal tweeted, "I'll be unembarrassedly old-fashioned here. It is profoundly depressing and vulgar to hear an American president proclaim America first." 8 months later, at the UN General Assembly, Trump explained that his guiding principle was simply common sense. "As President of the United States, I will always put America first, just like you, as the leaders of your countries, will always and should always put your countries first." Indeed, as Trump continued, all responsible leaders have an obligation to serve their own citizens, and the nation-state remains the best vehicle for elevating the human condition. Yet Crystal was not alone in his disgust that the president would use this phrase and make it the principal focus of his presidency. The idea that all responsible leaders have an obligation to serve their own citizens primarily, rather than those of the world at large, has been out of fashion since World War II and in many ways since World War I. It has been mislabeled, derided, and dismissed as isolationism, a fear or unwillingness to engage with the